in GPS series. Okay, it is not world history yet to start here, but I discuss in GPS series these two questions. These are also directly. This is from post independence, and this is from world history. That series are only for the mains appearing students. But these two questions also means what I'm telling. UPSC is predictable. What they will ask, we can predict it. Okay, in larger extent. See, only one question from history. Only one question we need to manage. For other questions, we have structure. We have prepared introduction. We have prepared conclusion. Everything. Just you need to go and dump the content, whatever content you have. Okay. So when we start, this is about our strategy working or not, that we discuss. Now when we see the question paper, all the questions, you may find many people will find it difficult, okay, if they saw first, but question paper was doable. Question paper was doable for whom? Who have done PYQ analysis. So what I tell, I will always, if you see PYQs, okay, I will prove that. I will show the questions, I will show the previous year questions also, how the themes are repeating. Okay, who has done PYQ analysis? From this PYQ, who have picked up the themes. Okay, need to pick the themes and need to prepare content for that. For them, the question, this paper was very easy. We have done this one. Okay. Second, previously they used to ask question directly. Okay. So now the question, see this question. What are non-farm primary activities? It is nothing but about the mining. Mining is a non-farm primary activity. Okay. But previously what they used to do, instead of non-farm primary activity, they would have asked this one, mining. Now they are asking non-farm primary activity. So what they are doing, previously people used to tell they will check your foundation in prelims, but here also they are checking. So, and this question, this word is not, from the NCERT only. Okay, always I tell for geography, read NCERT. NCERT is must. This directly word came from NCERT. If you read the geography NCERT, you will answer this question. If you not read NCERT, then you have to skip this question. Okay. And also the current affair in geography part mostly, and also society part. Current affair is reflecting, and current affair is not last 1 year. In 1 or 2 years ka current affair it is reflecting. Okay. So if I show you question. How the current affair is reflecting. Tsunami. Okay, in last 1 month, not 1 month only, 10-15 days back only, there was a huge earthquake in Japan. They predicted possibility of tsunami. Okay, so again the tsunami question came here. So where its source? Again it is from syllabus also. Syllabus also it is mentioned. But to predict the question, because they have asked everyone, cyclone, if you see the GS1 ka syllabus, in geographical phenomena, they mentioned earthquake, volcano, cyclone, tsunami, and other 1 or 2 are there, landslide itself. So as till now, they asked about landslides, tsunami, not tsunami, first time they asked tsunami, volcano they have asked, cyclone they have asked, earthquake they have asked, tsunami was the remaining part. So means when I started preparation, that time I was like expecting they might ask. This year they actually asked. So again it is not coming indirectly, like it's not a bouncer, it is mentioned in syllabus. Okay. So what is the important GPS? GPS means previous year questions and syllabus. If you know the syllabus very well, and if you done PYQ analysis in better way, then you can answer the all 20 questions. Okay. Then now I will tell you, this is about the syllabus. This is mentioned directly syllabus. Okay, it came from syllabus. Next is there, again the keywords are reflecting. Okay. Now, if you see this consumer culture, this in somewhere in 22, there was one question. I will show the question. That time they have mentioned about increasing consumption culture. So if you would have prepared this 22 ka paper well manner, if you would have read about the what is consumption, how the consumption is changing, then easily you can address this question. Okay. So this is a previous year question is also important. Then next is there, they are integrating GS2. This is GS1, okay, but they are bringing GS2, GS3 and GS4 also. How they are bringing GS3? Where it went? Distribution continental. This question, 8 number question. Okay, the smart city usually comes in GS3. Infrastructure, there is part of infrastructure in GS3 syllabus. Okay, it is related to GS3 smart city, and they asked previously in GS3, okay, about the smart city, how the smart city mission. If you are aware about government launched smart city missions, okay, 100 smart city they wanted to build in 2014. Okay, so the question already came from there. They have taken theme. And this one, distributive justice, it is from GS2. Okay, I will discuss what is actual distributive justice. So you need to know the this term, and this term is not random. It is in Lakshmikant, Lakshmikant, that book everybody refers for polity, and that mentioned distributive justice. He has directly mentioned defined also. Okay, so it is not random. Again, see this question, the ethos of civil service in India stands for combination of professionalism, nationality, consciousness. This question is GS4 actually. There is nothing related about the civil service in GS1 syllabus also, and first time they asked about civil service, civil servant in GS1. Okay, so GS4 is also coming in GS1. So this is the one major factor. And also they are going very specific. Okay, how they are going specific? If you see this question, means previously I used to tell, now you need to, if you see feature, you need to create political, economic, social dimension. Now what they are doing, they are making your task easy. See what the trace the India's consolidation process during early phase of independence in terms of polity, economy, education, international relation. If they would have not asked this, okay, only if they would have asked this one, stress the India's consolidation process during early phase of independence. Now question ends here. So what would they have done? Would have brought all the dimension, political, economical, social. But what they have done? They have made your task easy. And again it becomes difficult because they have mentioned political. Okay. Now what to write under polity? What to write under economy? What to write under education? What to write under international relations? So what I used to tell you, we need to create proper dimension under polity. In this one, ancient and medieval, what I used to tell? In polity, talk about the king, their administration, expansion, military. Economy, talk about agriculture, trade, economy, industry. So these three, all the points you can, just you remove the king, you talk about the government there. Okay, again talk about administration. Okay, so polity, again talk about the how the our this one, like how the integration process happened, all these things. Okay, not expansion, but just need to, you should be this one wise enough to bring the dimension here, change the dimension. Economy, again talk about agriculture, industry and trade. Same dimension we can use it here. Education, we used to talk about the secularism and religious. So you can talk mostly secular education. So we will not have content as of now because post independence is not covered yet. But you can education, there would major committees, UGC, you know, University Grant Commission, when it established 1948 somewhere. Okay, just about independence. So that was the one there. Okay, so this aspect you can buy. International relation, what happened after this one? We got independence, we had a war with Pakistan, we had a war with China. We also Cold War time we were neutral, so we were leader of non-alignment. So this aspect will cover in international relations. Okay, we'll see that that time in like broad way, but again it is coming from GS2. So it doesn't mean you need to go and specifically know about this particular part. Whatever knowledge you will get from GS1, GS2, GS3, GS4, combining all this knowledge, you can answer these questions. Okay. Now, okay, we'll discuss one by one question now. Okay, history question we'll discuss now. What they have done actually. See the first question. What are the main salient feature of Harappan architecture? Again, our approach is same. What we'll write about the introduction, facts. Okay, when it established, when it ended, what was the major theme? Again, the feature comes around. Talk about the different aspect. Okay, same way. So this is only, you can write it. I will not discuss in detail. So you can tomorrow, anyhow test is there. Okay, we'll give you this question only. You can write this. Second, examine the main aspect of religious syncretism of this Akbars. Okay, this is not bouncer. Syncretism means what? Your mobile, that sync option would be there. Na? What happens if you turn on its sync? Everything falls at one place. Okay, syncretism means what? And actually, this word previously they have mentioned in previous year questions. That term came. So if you have gone through all the previous year question, you would be aware about this term. So it would not be new for you that time. Okay. So here religious syncretism means, again we need to discuss about same part. How we use the political aspect. Okay. Because Sule Kola, something was there. He wanted to spread peace. That's why that was the major aim to bring the new religion. What was his religion? Dinelai. Okay. So political aspect, economic aspect, what he did, he removed judgment on Hindus. Again, economy you can write. Cultural part, what you can write? That his Ibadat Khana something was there, na? So he used to bring people from all the religions and he used to discuss. Okay. So this aspect, nothing has changed. Again, what is our approach? We will go with political, social, economical aspect. With same approach, you can answer the question. Okay, now if you focus on only religious part, then you will feel the shortage of content. But if you go with that broad approach, you can easily answer this question in 150 words. Okay, so the approach, why I am taking discussion, because to show you this you need to do, means from first day only I am telling you need to prepare the that mains notes in that format. So now it is proved that it works. So you need to prepare this one if you want to clear next mains next year. Okay. Then again this question. Chandala, reform, resilient, vigor, breadth of life. Now you need to focus on this aspect. This word. Illocide. We used to discuss now. Directive words would be there. You need to know the meaning of that one. Illocide means just expand it. And this question is nothing. Just this is changed. Sculpture they already have once asked. Okay, I'll show you. See, how do you explain medieval Indian temple sculpture represents social life of those days? Medieval Indian temple sculpture. When the Chandela period was there, Chandela when they came? Medieval time. And what they're asking? Sculptures. Where the Chandela sculptures are there? The temples in which, what is this place? Khajuraho. So same again, temple, Indian temple are, if you know this question, if you would have prepared content for this question, then you would have easily answered that question, Chandela art form. Now this question was the broad. Okay, now the medieval Indian means you can write down temples in North India and South India. But what they did now, they went specifically about the North India. So previous year question is your GPS. It will keep you on track. Okay, it is not like UPSC will ask anything. Somewhere it will be linked. So they will expect you to analyze. So what is task now? See all the questions. Okay, what can be dimensions? Go and prepare the broad notes for that. Okay, so you understood the importance of previous year questions. Now next history question. This one, Mahatma Jyotiba Phule's writing and efforts of social reform touched the issue of almost all subaltern classes. When we used to see the create the dimension classes, what we used to see? We used to see all the gender aspect, ethnic, the class when it comes to rich and poor, caste. Subaltern classes means what it comes. These all comes. Okay. Women's come because compared to men, they are most deprived. Okay. Lower class come. Class means who comes? Poor people. Lower caste comes. Caste means who? Lower caste, Dalits, this Shudra people. Okay, caste comes into Shudra category. These people comes there. Again, the next who comes in demographic occupation wise. Who is the subaltern? Farmers. That time. Okay, farmers or the artisans, poor artisans. So these aspects you can cover it here, subaltern classes. So your answer will be more diversified. Okay. Now the writings and efforts of social reforms. You know what was his writing? One or two you would even know. What is the Gulamgiri and Shetkarancha Asud? Two rights are there. Okay. Now we need to know the specific part there. Shetkari means what? Farmer. When you write about the farmer, you work for a betterment of farmer. Give the example of that. Okay. He suggested steps or he analyzed the issues related to farmer in his Shetkarancha Asud. Gulamgiri means what? Slaves. It is talking about whom? Slaves. He was concerned about the lower caste and the women's issues. So that time, women and lower caste you are considered as slave. So whatever you write about this one, just try to connect it. See if you write about he analyzed the women's issue in his Gulamgiri, book called Gulamgiri. If you go and read, definitely it is there. No need to go and read that particular book. The smart way you can use it here. Okay, because they have mentioned writings. So we have decoded writings also. We have mentioned two books. And we have just smartly decoded what would be the content. Second, the efforts. What efforts? He opened one organization, Satyashodhak Samaj. Okay, again he started schools, all these things. These all things, very common question. Again the question came on personality based. How we will categorize it? Personality based questions. What approach I was telling that day? See their ideology, see how what are the strategy used. So whatever you will write in strategy, nothing that only you will write is in efforts. Same way again. Okay, and the social base nothing but this part. Okay, so this way, just find the theme and cover the aspect in broad way. Okay, you can answer the question. We'll discuss the other themes in modern history next Friday class is there. That time remaining themes we'll discuss. Okay, so one theme came and we have the enough we have strategy to tackle it. Okay, same way we'll see for other questions. Next question, trace the India's consolidated process, early phase of independence. This we discuss. Polity, what will write, economy. Okay, the next, French Revolution has enduring relevance to contemporary world. Okay, again see from this same aspect, social, economical, political. Question is history question. History question, what approach you have? Social, economical, political. You add one more, international. So now French Revolution was a political. Give priority to political dimension. What was what it promoted? Liberty, equality, fraternity. So these aspects, society, what it did, it gave the right to women, equal right to women. Okay, it started a nuclear family system that time. Okay, sociology people will be knowing this one, but you need to have the edge here. This will cover in when sir will teach you world history. Okay, but again social approach is same. History question, our approach will be same. Social, economical, political. Economic, what was the measure? Three state system was there. They destroyed that three-state system and they established democracy. Okay, means everyone got the equal right, economical rights. Same aspect you will write it here. And how the contemporary economy will write it here? Because the today's again the if you see the inequality, economic inequality, 70% riches hold. 70% wealth hold by the top 1%. Inequality is there. That is the system. What was there? The first class, the minority class that used to hold all the resources. Same thing again. It is relevant in contemporary society. So this way you can bring the current affair here. Okay, political, liberty, equality, fraternity. Okay, so contemporary world, if you see what is doing here, liberty, the prosecution of journalists, you can bring the Afghanistan example. Afghanistan, they are not giving rights to women. So liberty is not there because it contemporary world it is mentioned. So you need to bring example from world. If it is specific to India, you can bring the examples. Okay, and when it come to liberty, this kind of thing, don't bring India's example. Okay, to be safer side. Okay, equality, again you can talk about social equality. Here you can talk. Okay, India's example, again the caste atrocity we usually see. Okay, fraternity, protectionism, you can connect it here. Protectionism means what? They're closing their borders. America, what is doing? They're imposing tariffs. So paternity was for the whole world. Paternity among the, paternity means what? Huh? Bandhuta, brotherhood, correct. So this was there, means so everyone supposed to be brother, but what is doing protectionism? It is creating the inward looking. So same way we can again connect here. Okay, other facets. Okay, this is about history questions. 6 questions came, 5 we have covered. So only one question, that Akbar ka question was the bouncer. But if you going with this same approach, that social, economic, political, still you can manage that question also. Okay. So next, changes I found in mostly geography questions. Okay, geography questions actually 2 things are happening. One, they are connecting to syllabus. Okay, syllabus becomes important in geography. So along with syllabus, the current affair. Okay, current affair means this geographical phenomenon, what is happening, because in 22 I guess they asked about volcanoes. That time many volcanoes erupted, major volcanoes. So they asked, okay, tsunami also might, they might, don't know, but we can connect to syllabus also and current affair also. We don't know why they asked. Okay, but still we can connect it to syllabus. We'll consider it separate side be syllabus. Plus, addition to these 2, major theme is previous year questions. Okay, so whatever their repeating themes, all question, many, like nearly 4 out of 6 questions, 4 questions are directly linked to the syllabus, this one previous year questions. Okay, I will show you directly. Now see how the first question of geography, how the climate change and sea level rise affecting very existence of many island nations. This is the current affair based question, because island nations, if you heard about the SEEDS, small island developing states. Okay, that in UN in 2-3 years back, the Vanuatu and another countries there, their president went, he put water in bucket and he was sitting in that bucket in UN, because he was symbolically showing his island is submerging. Even Indonesia is changing its capital. If you are aware about, in 2 years back only, they are changing for current capital because of the it is predicted that in next 20 years that current place of their capital will submerge. So it is current affair based questions. Okay, how the climate change, sea level rise affecting the very existence. Sea level rise is in news every other day. This some report will come, they will tell that this meter sea level is rising by this meter, this centimeter. They will compare with the pre-industrial era and current era. Okay, so this is current affair based question. Next, this one, non-farm activities, how this activity related to this one. Now non-farm activity, how this activity related to physiographic feature in India. I will show you 2 questions, actually 2 questions, previous year question make base for this one. Non-farm activities, one previous year question related to this and one other question related to this. Okay, so you just need to know that some way you can predict it. I'm not asking to predict, but still I was telling about this one, na? French Revolution, the American Revolution, and also French Revolution. Somewhere it is also previous year question. See how the foundation of modern world. Now the modern world is nothing but contemporary world. Foundation of modern world and contemporary world, nothing, it's same only. Okay, contemporary means what is going now. Modern world means after industrial, post-industrial. Okay, the American Revolution and French Revolution. Same question repeated again. 2019 this question came. So you need to analyze the previous year question. Okay, then it will be easy for you to answer. Now it's geography part. Okay, I'll show you two questions that came from these resources. If you see sea surface temperature rise. Oh no, sorry, this year only it is actually came. No, 24 only, last year. Sea surface temperature rise. Okay, so last year also they asked about sea surface temperature rise. So if you made the notes on this way, on this sea surface temperature rise, you can easily tackle this year question. Okay. Now this geographical picture, if you see, they have covered everything. Ocean current, global warming, glacier. Okay, this twister last year came. Climate change also, food security. Same way again the question is coming. Climate change is also theme. Distribution of natural resources. Here this question will come now. It is Deccan related question is there. Question number 5 minus 2020. Here. In the country location. According to present location of iron and steel industry away from the raw material. Okay, this iron industry nothing connected to mining industries. Okay, it is just specific. They have covered in broad way. Okay. Again, there is question of Deccan Plateau. Not getting that question. Just now I got that one. Discuss the natural resource potential of Deccan Plateau. It's nothing asking, but just how the physiography will help in these natural resources. So clue will be there. Okay, somewhat. So you need to prepare the. Actually, this question is directly from syllabus. We're not rocket science, but just to show you, there can be different questions which can make the base for the particular question. Okay. Now this one, see, explain the briefly ecological, economical benefits solar energy generation in India. Suitable example. This is again direct question. See, potential of solar energy. When they ask in 2020. Okay, again solar energy return. This one came. Also, now to if they ask solar energy in 2020, you would have seen this question. Now they can ask other also, other renewable. In 22, what they did? They asked about the wind energy. Now what is task you? Other renewable energy. Geothermal energy is there, hydro energy is there. So need to cover for that also notes. So if next time question come, you cannot see this, it is of the random or directly UPSC give bouncer. There is source. Okay. So the questions are coming from the previous year question. This year, many questions repeated. Almost 80% question have the stress in previous year questions. Okay. Again, the tsunami questions. That time, they have asked on all the geographical picture aspects. They have asked on cyclone, earthquake, volcano. Only tsunami was remaining. So they asked about. Now this one, how the smart city in India address issues of urban poverty and distributive justice. Okay, smart city. This now we will cover in infrastructure part. We will cover the smart city. Okay, when you will cover the infrastructure, even the urbanization is there. In GS1, there is a syllabus called urbanization. When we see the scheme government brought for urbanization, one scheme will cover about the smart city. Okay, and second, urban poverty is also in syllabus. Okay, it is also not random. Just distributive justice came from GS2. What is meaning of distributive justice now? There are two kinds of justice. Okay, one is social. Social justice means what? Upliftment of downtrodden, means whatever the class, caste, who are backward in these categories, upliftment of them. Okay, and eliminating that backwardness. First is uplift, second eliminating that backwardness. Means what? Stopping the factors or eliminating the factors which leading to backwardness, and second taking step to uplift them. The two factors involved. Second is the economical justice. If you see the constitution, DPSP, Director Principal State Policy, there is provision that state should eliminate economical inequality. So economical justice is nothing but eliminate economical inequality. What economical inequality we are seeing? 70% wealth held by 1% population. So we are moving from British Raj to billionaire Raj. That one term they coined for that. And second step, take step to uplift the economically backwards. Okay, and addition of this one, social and economical justice, is nothing but distributive justice. So now the question, how the smart city? First is our poverty. You need to address that separately, poverty part. Second is distributive justice, that you need to address separately. How it will help the uplift the social backwards and economical backwards. Okay, economical backward, nothing but you will talk about the employment, we'll talk about the government schemes there. Okay, and socially backwardness, you will talk about mostly there to provide houses because they can be integrated into society. These other conditions, if they are coming into society, if you see there is data on Dharavi, Mumbai. Okay, it is largest slum in Asia, but still in that slum more than 30% are for Dalit and this Adivasi, SC and ST. Okay, so what is there in poverty? Also this backward castes, Dalit or scheduled tribes, they have the disproportionate presentation. So whatever poverty are seeing there, poverty, these people are present there. So if you are providing their houses, all the infrastructure like clean water, quality healthcare service, access to technology, then they can come and integrate in society. Now if you go to village, what you will find? The lower caste people and higher caste people not sit together, even in hotels also. Okay, but here what if you see the Bangalore, if you go to restaurant, you will see who is a lower caste, who is higher caste, simply will sit and to eat together. So what is happening here? Co-dining. Okay, that what is avoided in rural area, where it's not considering it now. Even the apartments also. Now if you see in rural area, what will be there? The places like upper caste, they will have the one place, lower caste, they will have separate place. Now in apartment culture, you don't know who is your neighbor, who is living in front of you. You might be upper caste, he might be lower caste, but still they are living together in one locality, they are living together. So what is happening? Co-residency. So this aspect will be addressed by this way. So this social aspect you need to bring it when you talk about the distributive justice. Okay, economical, we'll talk about the unemployment and other things. This aspect we'll discuss all detail in when I will teach you society part. Okay, society and social justice. Now this is the purely actually I would have expected in GS2 because there is part role of civil servants in democracy. So here it would have been fine, but here don't know why they ask. But again it has the base in GS4. Okay, professionalism means what? Upholding the rules and what the service, why you joined the service, whatever the service is dictating you to do. So upholding that means professionalism. Why we civil servant go? So basically to distribute service delivery. Okay, what the government service government provides, we need to effectively implement them. So that is one function. And second is nationalist consciousness. So when it comes to service delivery, why we need to have nationalist consciousness? Because ultimately, if everyone is getting what they need, who will benefit most? We as a nation. Okay, if we have the nationalist consciousness, we are thinking about nation, that our nation should be developed country by 2047, and to consider in this mind, we are doing our job in professional way. Like whatever the role we have, effective service delivery, equal distribution of wealth, resources. Okay, this task we are doing perfectly or in professional way, that keeping this national consciousness. So then ultimately we'll go towards the, it will benefit nation as a whole. So this is nothing but you need to write here yellow side, just need to explain it. Okay, second, again the globalization, this is also themes. Globalization, sorry, we'll first discuss about all this one, geography part. This AI and drones effectively used along with GIS and RS techniques in locational and aerial planning. This GIS is in news from last 2 years. Okay, you are new, but I'm reading current affair from last 2 years. The GS, GPS, geographical spatial technology, these all are in news. So if you would have read the current affair, you would have answered this one. Okay, so it is nothing but coming from the current affair. No, there is no, it is also not bouncer. Okay, previously also they asked a roll up remote sensing technologies. This remote sensing, again they asked remote sensing techniques. They asked a roll up satellites previously. Okay, again they are asking same question. So current affair plus previous year questions. Why you need to do? Because it will tell you what you need to read in syllabus and how you need to prepare notes for syllabus. Okay, so this is technique. Now addition is the AI and drone. This is the previous year questions. In addition to this, latest technology just added AI, drones, and the GIS. Okay. The next question, discuss how the changes shape and size in continent, ocean basin of the planet take place in tectonic movement of crustal mass. This is directly from syllabus. In even NCERT is also, this question is there. It is a very basic question. Okay, there is no rocket science. Okay, when geography lecture, it's starting from 1st September. So first topic, he will teach you tectonic movement. Okay, so it is very basic and foundational question. Next, discuss distribution density of population in Ganga river basin, special reference to land, soil, water resources. Last year they asked a question on Ganga basin, water prices in Ganga basin 24. Again the reference of Ganga river basin. Okay, I will show you the question also. See, groundwater potential of Gangetic Valley is on serious decline. How many it affect the food security? Leave this question. Next question, but groundwater potential in Gangetic Valley. Again the source is there. So why, if you would have not seen the 2024 ka question, you would have seen it is bouncer only. But if you see the 24 ka question, you will find it, there is somewhere link is there. So previous year question again is very important. Now the addition is the land and soil. This is covered, groundwater with nothing but water resource, one of the water resource, source of water. Okay. Now the society question, these are the geography questions. Some are 85 marks came on geography. Now we will see the society questions. Two questions we have already seen. This one, globalization, this one, 8 and 9 we have seen. Do you think that globalization result in only an aggressive consumer culture? This also covered in previous year question. Okay, question number 8. Question number 10, 22. Actually, it is also in syllabus. Okay. It has two sources. One is syllabus and one is previous year question. Effect of globalization. Okay, globalization is in syllabus. So you need to prepare notes for that. Second, in 22. Where this question went. Consumer culture. See, this here it is only. Globalization, and they are connected with this topic now. Okay, how the growth in tier 2 cities related to rise in new middle class with culture of consumption. Okay, who is largely affected by globalization? Middle class. Middle class means people In economical definition, who earns 1/3 of the national income, okay, more than 1/3, and who saves between, after spending, who saves between 75% to 125% of their income. So this is economical definition of the middle class. Also the sociology definition, there is different aspect. Education, who educate themselves, okay, who lives their caste identities, all these things. Civil servant also considered middle class. Okay, so these aspect. And also this question, if you see, do you think globalization result in only aggressive consumer culture? So consumer culture is closely related to again middle class only. So majorly talk about the middle class, and also you can touch with the other aspect, because here that not specifically mentioned middle class. Okay, so this again not consumer culture, it's not like new for you, it's already came in previous year question. Okay, so you will have the idea what would be the consumer culture. Then this we have seen. Density of population Ganga, this we have seen now. How do we account growing food industries given given that there are the increased health concern in modern society? Illustrate your answer with Indian experience. If you have heard the Lancet report is coming, obesity is increasing in India. Okay, so fast food industry, who is blamed after saying that obesity? Fast food culture only, na? So where is the context here? Again, not question, not, it was also predictable. Current affair, if you prepared well, current affair question. Fast food is blamed for the obesity. And what is serious health concern? Is obesity only. Okay, again the question from current affair and predictable. It's nothing called, it's not a random question. Okay, then achieving sustainable growth with emphasis on environmental protection could come in conflict with poor people needs in country like India. This is quite a surprise question, because it is talking about the climate refugee. Okay, this is the one fact set, climate refugee, because many people will have to move their places because of the climate change. Also the sustainable growth and environmental protection come in conflict. Okay, conflict, why it comes? Because what we say, sustainable development means what we are consuming now, we should not undermine the potential of next generation. Okay, so we need to keep something for them also. Now still also sustainable, if we try to emphasize sustainable growth, and the environmental protection could come in conflict, because we have a huge population. If you try to protect the environment, okay, then the needs of population will be neglected. Okay, if you focus on the providing all the services, fulfilling needs, then sustainable development will take backseat. So this is the conflict. This is actually somewhat ethical question, ethical dilemma type questions. Okay, this is also one way, like GS4 theme came here. Okay, the next this one, last question. Tribal development in India center around two axes, those of displacement and rehabilitation. If you see the ethics question, this theme repeats. Okay, in ethical dilemma, in case studies also they will give you two themes. There are certain people, tribal people, you found some resources there, this lithium mines minings or something, and now you need to remove them from there, or ask them to move from their place. Okay, but you need to ensure their rehabilitation. And this is also sociology people will easily understand this, easily answer this question, because in sociology this is the recurring theme. Okay, in 1 or 2 years they will ask on development induced displacement. Okay, there is specific chapter in sociology, development induced displacement. So this is the theme. So if you want to prepare the society questions, okay, you will discuss this in Broadway in class also. So you need to go and see the sociology questions. Don't prepare, but at least see the sociology question in last 2 years. Okay, what they are asking. because society is closely related to sociology. And sociology, they will not go and ask in syllabus. In paper 1 they will ask, but majorly they will focus on current affair part. So whatever we are seeing here means whatever we expect to come in society, that will be already covered in sociology. Okay, there was also constitutional morality. One question came in GS2 in 2-3 years back. Before that, it covered in sociology. Before that, 2-3 years before it comes into GS2, it come in sociology, optional paper. Okay, so just also the history question, no need, because we have the this one dynamic strategy for that. We can answer the all question. Geography, when the classes will start, that time we will discuss how to approach geography question. There is also one approach. Okay, if you keep these themes, here becomes syllabus important. If you keep the syllabus in front of you and prepare the dimension for the each question, each theme, then it will be very easy to answer. Okay, society will focus major on the current affair part. Okay, these will be repeating questions. The marriage question, mostly it is somewhere it will touch to syllabus, but it will go to current affair. Now the globalization is syllabus, but where they touched it, consumer culture. Previously they touched it to tier T cities. Okay, so here they will go and touch current affair part. So there will comprehensively cover everything. So don't worry about that one. History working, everyone agrees it. One question dynamic came. Now it's not like nobody can say the 100% will cover. So you need to prepare yourself. So that is the importance of test series also, because as till now just I have given you some like direct questions. Okay, but also direct question is coming. But from now onwards, I'll give you what is not in syllabus, what is not covered in lectures. Okay, some analytical questions. So you'll need to prepare for that one. This way we'll build that dynamism. Okay. So this is all for GS1. We'll finish it here, GS1. If you want to join, GS2 will discuss at 6:15. Okay, polity is not, majorly it will cover polity, social justice and international relation. Okay, so you will get brief idea what they will ask in mains for polity. So when you start the lectures will start, you will get the idea what to see from mains perspective and what to see from prelims perspective. Okay, if you are like if you are willing, you can join there. Okay, 6 o'clock. Okay, fine. If you have any doubt, you can ask.